Welcome to the Blissful Couples Corner. Happy Saturday. My name is Soul Angel, and you are watching the Blissful Couples Corner. I am excited to be here once more. It's Saturday, and it is our D-Day. At 5 p.m. Central Time, we will be having our lives from last week onward. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about a topic, infidelity, the web of marital infidelity, the web of infidelity, navigating the complexities of marital infidelity. What are the complications? What are the consequences? What is even the cause of infidelity in a relationship? We're going to be touching that today. And statistics have shown that 20 to 40% of divorces are caused by marital infidelity. That is the statistics, and it's quite alarming. 20 to 40% of divorce cases caused by marital infidelity. That's quite alarming. So this is a serious issue, and that is why we said that on this platform we need to talk about it and see what are the causes and see how, if at all, we can help. We can give some tips to fix this. We can give some tips to help couples struggling with this issue to navigate it better and form or reconnect and bring back that trust in their relationship. Because we all know that infidelity, unfaithfulness, adultery is the heart, is the highest thing, the highest pain that you can cause your spouse, apart from abuse, beating and all the rest, but it's an emotional torture. So that is why we want to talk about that today. And for that, we have two powerful guests in the house. I have my little sister. She's little, but very mature in the brain. That's why I love her. And she's been married for a couple of years now. So she's going to give us some little nuggets, my experience and experience of others. That's Mrs. Muma Mbong. And we also have my amazing prof of all times. My teacher back in the days, who could believe it? He's here too. And I'm so excited that he accepted, gave me the privilege, the honor to be here today. I don't take it for granted. So we have those two powerhouses that are here today, and they're going to talk to us. They're going to tell us from their experience, their advice. Again, we don't know all on the Blissful Couples Corner. All we do is that by God's grace, we give the best tips we can. And I always say it. We give the best we can by God's grace, and we try to follow biblical principles, because the author of marriage is God. Period. Point blank. We cannot bargain about, we cannot argue that, we cannot dispute that. So without much ado, when you come in, please share the link as you can. Share so that we can have this conversation going on. And we also want to hear your feedback. Please use the comment section to give us your input, your experience, any advice you have. If you have any questions, please pop it there. You have any comments, pop it there so that we can read it. And if you feel like you have something burning to talk about, just write on the comment section too that you want to come in there live, and I will send you a link to connect with us. Without much ado, I'm going to bring these two powerhouses. Before I do that, let me reduce this background music a little bit. So I'm going to bring in Mrs. Muma, ladies before gentlemen. Mrs. Muma, you are so welcome. You are so welcome.
Thank you so much, Grandson, for letting me be part of this talk show today. Mm-hmm. I really appreciate it, and you're looking so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, the next person we have Mr. Comet George. I don't know if some people have seen, but he is I think he got into acting. He's a teacher for years now. Not sure what he's doing now, but now I know that he is into acting. He's going to introduce himself, but like I said, he was my teacher back in the days when I was in secondary school. I was a good student. I know he's going to tell you guys I was stubborn, but I was a good student. Don't mind him. Okay? All right, let me bring in Mr. Comet. Good evening, sir, and welcome to the Blissful Couples Corner.
Thank you, Solange. Thank you so much for bringing me in today live. I think I've always been, in the background.
Yes.
I've looked at you in the background since you started this. Since I started, following you I've always followed you till today. And
Yes.
if I accepted this invitation, it is because I know that it is, a place to be. It is a place
Amen.
to be. Yeah, it is a place to be. Normally, you are touching lives. You're actually touching lives. Your program is actually impacting lives out there. It is changing minds. It's a mind changer. And I think, congratulations, you are doing great.
You. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's right. He's been following since he knew that I was doing this. He started following me, and he's always sharing. I always see him sharing. We have a page that we have an accident that he always share that, and I'm always seeing his comments. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Well, that was an informal introduction. So now I'm going to give you guys space to introduce yourself. So let's start with Mrs. Muma. Introduce yourself. Tell us what you're doing, and whatever. Over to you.
Okay, so I am Mrs. Muma, and I work with project management, and I run multiple businesses on the side. Right now, I do much in deco, and I am a travel agent too. So you can reach out to me if you want to book flights, and we can look for affordable flights for you. And there's not much. I'm a mother of 2, married, as you all know. And I'm here. So thank you for having me.
All right. Thank you so much, Mrs. Muma. Please, guys, as you come in, share the link as you can, as much as you can, so that we can have this conversation going. Thank you all so much. Mrs. Muma, Pastor Nkepah says that Mrs. Muma has a beautiful smile.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate
I'm happy with the consistency of this show. Right on.
Thank you,
brother. Pastor Emma is one of my friends. My friends back in Houston. I mean, we've come a long way. We used to be in choir together at Omega Gospel Ministry. He also has a show called the Nkepah Show. Very, very inspiring. He has good talks, debates, and all that. So you can also check him on Facebook and YouTube. So he has a very, very powerful show going on. I always feature there. All right. Thank you, Pastor Emma, for tuning in. Now let's go to my prof. Prof, over to you.
Thank you. Like you said, a teacher always remains a teacher.
Yes.
I'm still into my teaching. I'm an IT technician. I also do a little bit of, acting. I also have a page, where if you go there, you will see most of my short videos, short plays. So I think this is all about me. Not much. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Kebei. Yeah. Please, I'm trying to get to his page too. And if I'm not making a mistake, Mr. Kebei, where you located?
I'm in Delaware.
Delaware, yeah. So both of you, no, my sister moved back to Maryland. So Mrs. Muma is in Maryland. Please, if you need decor, you need anything that is in a line. I think she also has she said she's a travel agent. If you need any good deals for your travel, now is summer, please reach out to her and get some good deals. Mr. Kebei is in Delaware. You need any advice on anything, please, IT, whatever, please reach out. Let's be each other's supporter. Pastor Emma, listen, Pastor Emma is a comedian. I don't know if you guys have heard about Piccolo on Facebook. He has kids. He's an actor. We used to do these things together when I was in Houston. So he's going to give very funny comments here. So
that should be my man.
I think to give compliments with that suspicion.
We need to get in touch.
They are allowed.
Yep.
I need to get in touch with Pastor Emma.
Yes. All right. Now, like I said, guys, today we're going to be talking about the web of infidelity. Okay. So this is how the show is going to roll. I'm going to ask some questions that are going to be both ways. for both of you to answer and give your perspective on each. And other questions are going to be specific for my sister on behalf of the ladies, and others is going to be for Mr. Comment on behalf of the men. Okay, that's how we're going to roll today. And please, I want us to be as I always say on this platform, please, I don't want sugarcoating. Do not sugarcoat anything. Give it as it is.
Yep.
Advice should be sincere because it is meant to help somebody. Let's not come and pretend. Like I always say, the fact that I'm sitting here does not mean that my marriage is perfect. The only difference is that I may have my problems. I have a different way to manage it. So please, 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 the fact that we come here doesn't mean that we have perfect relationships. That's what I want you to understand. We all have a problem. We all have issues, challenges, one or the other. That's it. If anybody ever tells you that marriage is la la la, please tell them that I have said that line. It doesn't happen anyway. It must be challenges.
Yep.
But can we navigate through the challenge is what matters. So let's put it out there. As you come in, please share as you can. Now, let's first of all start with the thing. When we hear marital infidelity, generally, infidelity, people want to kill themselves. What is infidelity? Mr. Komel, let's start with you. What do you understand by being unfaithful? Infidelity, adultery, or cheating, whichever word you want to put there.
Yeah, infidelity, if I go to the Bible, infidelity, also known as adultery, is the act of being unfaithful to a spouse or a partner, either emotional or physically.
Yeah.
Yes, like it can also be defined as breaking a promise.
Yeah.
Or a commitment. You break a promise or a commitment, and you see the Bible condemns this. The Bible condemns this. So, at least in a nutshell, infidelity is, being unfaithful to your spouse or to your partner. Can be your boyfriend or it can be your girlfriend. Yes, that's think. Yes, in a nutshell.
Thank you so much. And I like the fact that you brought in the Bible there. To be honest, it is there in the Bible. It's not anything that is abstract. So, Mrs. Mbong, do you have anything to add on this one?
I mean, Mr. Kome has covered most of what I had on that topic. It's just like breaking your promises and stuff like that. So he pretty much covered it. Yeah.
Yes. And there's one thing that also Mr. Kome said that is, I found it very interesting and very important, is that he said it could be physical, emotional.
Yep.
Some people think that infidelity comes only when they say you've physically slept with somebody. That's when you say you committed adultery or you were unfaithful. They don't know that emotional, there's what we call emotional unfaithfulness. There's what we call emotional infidelity is there. And everything starts with the brain anyway. So that it's important that we bring that out. Okay. Thank you so much for that. So now let's go to the next question. So what do you think some of the reasons that can cause infidelity? What are some of the things that, to your opinion, can causes infidelity in marriages today? Let me start with Mrs. Muma.
Okay, so the list is long, Solange, to be honest. If we have to start talking about what causes infidelity, we are going to sleep here, for real. For me, the number one thing, being a Christian, I believe that you have to seek ye first the kingdom of God and everything will be added upon you. One big thing that I feel like is a cause of infidelity is lack of Christianity, lack of Christian values. So in our life today, most people run around and they don't really know what their values are. And trust me, if you're a Christian and even not a strong Christian, you just know that fact that idolatry is a very bad thing, a thing that God frowns about. You already know that you're not supposed to engage yourself into issues like that. So being that lack always cause infidelity. People don't know that they are doing wrong. And then second of all, one thing is poor communication between spouse. When I talk about poor communication, it comes down to courtship first. Some people come in courtship and some of them are very good at hiding, their true self, and they show it inside marriages, and the other spouse or whoever it is will be like, okay, you know what, this is not what I saw when you came in, So communication is a very, very big thing. Show who you are, and if the person accepts who you are, and they'll go into it. That's one big thing that causes infidelity. Poor communication, lack of maintenance. You can most of us now, we know when we come into marriages, everyone is like, oh, I'm married. What do I need to do? I don't need to do anything. Makeup, dressing, that, let me say, for example, I would say regarding on a woman's side, some men will see you and they'll be like, oh, she's beautiful, how she dresses, how she cleans up, maybe during courtship, you will clean, you will cook, you will do some pretty good things that, your partner will see, and they'll be like, you know what? She's a good wife material, good husband material, and you buy gifts to your wife, your back then fiance and stuff like that, and you don't do those things anymore, during marriage, and those are one causes of infidelity. That attention, they don't get it. You tell your wife you're beautiful during courtship, and when you get into marriage, you feel like, okay, I've had this woman and I can do whatever I want, and she's my wife, she's not going anywhere, That can be a cause of infidelity. Sexual in attractions. Nowadays we know people get married for different reasons, material reasons, and and sometimes they are not satisfied with the way they want to be satisfied in bed, sexually, and they start looking for things out there that will satisfy them. You cannot pretend for too long. People go out for okay, what can he give me? He can buy me a Porsche. She can. She works, she can do if she lost the job. So what happens? Will you support your wife? Will you be there when he's broke? Those are the things that you ask yourself during, so most of those things, like insatisfaction in bed is one, I would say, one of the biggest thing nowadays that causes most people to seek outside, especially when they know who to go to for it. They go for it, So that falls under communication too, I would say, because if you're at home with your husband and you feel like, okay, this place is a sensitive place for me. If you touch me, if you do this, and you communicate that with him or he or her, it's the same way. Either way, you communicate your wants and needs in bed. That's one thing that I feel like most people need, to get to that point where, okay, so you understand where I'm trying to. I just have too many things in my head that I don't even know, So, those are part of the reasons that I feel like, infidelity can come into a marriage, So, I think Mr. Kome will have more to add to what I have to say, but.
Truly,
he is ready.
Truly speaking, I think I may not have something to say, because you just nailed it, because you touched most of the things that maybe I had here on my cartouche. I was just like, it's like you read my cartouche before coming. Just to add, because I don't want us to like repeating things.
Right.
But just to add a little bit, attention is one of these principal factors. You understand? Attention. When you don't give attention to your partner, you are always that kind of busybody spouse, busybody partner. I'm telling you, you come back home, you are tired. In either way, I'm not talking about a man or a woman.
Right.
A woman, you come back home, you say, I'm tired. Your man want to touch you. You say, no, I am tired. Maybe you come back home, you want to touch your wife. Your wife says she is tired. These are the principal causes of infidelity. Everybody wants to be satisfied sexually once you are married. But at the point whereby you go by not having this particular touch with your wife or with your partner, where you look for it elsewhere. Another one is, this one is something that has happened and in front of me. This one happens in front of me. How did it happen? There is this lady that I knew so well. she had a boyfriend, and when they were like planning to get married, the family went and brought some other person, telling her that we don't like that man. We don't like that man. And this lady was forced into getting married to this young man. They had 2 children, and after the 2 children, they are today like dog and cats in the house.
Ooh.
That's the marriage that was not built on love.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't built on love. This lady testified to me that if I see my husband, I am seeing a bandit, I am seeing an enemy. And I say, wow.
Wow.
Say, but how do you do? How do you do it? And she told me that I don't care. Let her go out there and look for his women. I said, but I asked her, what about you? I asked her, what about you? It is not only your husband, but what about you? She told me that I don't need to tell you what I do. So what is she insinuating? That she is moving out there doing her own things, and the man too is going out there doing his own things. This is because the marriage was not built, on the platter of love. They were forced into a relationship. And if you are forced into a relationship, the rest assured, it will be very difficult for love to develop in that kind of union. And they will end up, cheating one another.
Wow.
Just imagine, this lady had a boy, and they were too close. Too close. Do you think this girl forget about this man? No, they will never. So from the first day she got married to this young man who was forced into her, she kept living a life of infidelity.
Yeah.
And that's why you see most of the girls, most of the children that we have today, when they say, they have to conduct an examination on those children, the woman will always refuse.
DNA.
Yes. Yeah, I don't want to call that name. It's a very bad name. Women will always say no. Yes. Women will always say no. So these are just the 2 things that I wanted to add. These are the most principal things. So if you have your child, you have your daughter, you have your son, whosoever he brings at home, that this is who I love, this is who I want, and they accept to go together, please, we as parents, just allow them to go. Allow them to go.
Yes.
Don't disturb them. Once you stop them, once you stop the boy, you are not getting married to that girl. In as much as that girl is still hanging around, they will always meet somewhere. Even if you force a woman on him, he'll be sleeping with that girl, but will never forget where he is coming from. The same goes to the lady. So that is the basis, one of the bases of infidelity. Never force.
Wow.
We as parents.
That story is really deep. Thank you, Mr. Kome, for sharing that. And I'll add to that if you look at it, is one of the things that I had to ask a question on, is about culture, because that aspect of forcing somebody on somebody is basically our African culture.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what is good for you. Like Mr. Kome said, the best thing we can do for our kids, or parents can do, is that when they come, sometimes parents can actually see things that we don't see, right? But it is for you to pray for them. That's why you need to start praying for your kids.
Yeah.
From their babies, from the steps when they were baby to the maturity, so that whatever choices they make will be the right choices. Because once they come and they present it, you don't agree with them. Especially with our time here. Here is even worse. They will not even do it, they'll disappear. You will not even see them again. In our own in our time.
And Solange, what we need to understand is that you've just touched a point there. Education. Education is very, very important. If your daughter or your son brings a partner, if you as a parent, you see anything bad in that relationship, education comes in here.
Exactly. Yeah.
You have to take it gradually.
Yes.
Let him or her know why you don't want him or her go into this relationship.
Yeah.
Education is very, very important.
Yep.
If you want to do it, in that type of way, please, it will never work.
And that's the thing with our African parents, right? That's how they did. They will
how
not.
our
I'm
parents-
telling you. I'm not
Yes.
asking you. I am talking to you as your mother, as your
Obviously.
father. You do as I say. But why?
That is
No
it.
reason.
No
You
reason.
try that to fail. You try that to fail.
Sometimes like, do you know my relationship with this person? Do you know how far we've come? It doesn't matter. How is it my business? So that's one thing, Mr. Kebei. Thank you so much for bringing that. And I pray that at least in this generation, this our time, we should not make that mistake. We should not make that mistake. If you know that you don't, listen, because which parents do not want their child to get married? It's a happy thing. It's a thing of joy. But the thing is that we should pray for them, educate them to make the right choices. But when we sit there, we spend our time on social media, we do things that we don't have time for them. They're gonna make wrong choices. Then we want to come and because truly they can make wrong choices that they would regret for the rest of their life too. But
you're right.
What is our role? Let's do our part and allow God to do the rest. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's an African problem.
And you see this thing comes again as a result of people trying to push this principle of class society.
Exactly.
You understand? Somebody will tell you, "Oh, that is not your class.
Exactly.
That is not a class." You understand? Because you are rich, you don't want your child to get married to somebody who is down there.
Exactly. True.
You don't want to use the word poor. You understand? Yes. That is that.
Even the poor people, they're even the worst one. They're the ones looking up. Are poor. That's the truth. Even the poor people, the poor ladies, who wants to be poor? All these young ladies that are getting married to people that are 50, 60 years older than them. Why do you think they're getting married to them? Nobody wants to stay in the same. They want to go in that class. Status.
Right.
So it is not even that the rich are even looking down on the poor, or they're looking at the rich. The poor people themselves are looking for.
Yeah.
The concept of you growing with somebody, building your life with somebody from zero to up there, it's not existing anymore.
Yeah.
It's not existing anymore. So that's really that's a big issue that, like I said, we should help our kids not to make the same mistakes that our parents did, and not to make the same mistake that some youths now are doing. Some youths now are doing they're out of it. Everything's about money.
I pray for this generation. I'm telling you.
And like Miss Muma said, if you bring up your children with a lot of these Christian values, Christian principles, let them know. Always, having devotion, always trying to put this, this Bible, make sure that
godly principles in
you
there.
understand. Yes, take your Bible, open it. You just stop be talking. Anything that comes from the Bible, you understand.
Yeah.
The Bible says you shall not commit adultery.
Yep.
You shall not commit adultery. Let them to know that. Is God saying that? You shall not commit adultery. Exodus 20:14. Leviticus 20:10-12. Says that both the adulterer and adulteress
will be punished.
Should be put to death. They should be put to death. If a man commits adultery with another man or wife,
it's an offense. Yeah,
it's an offense.
That's right.
It's an offense.
That's really that. We've had some really good points here, and this one of this culture, it really hits home because we all know we are all from Africa, so we know what that is. So let's really not do that kind of repeat the same mistakes that
our mothers went through.
You don't want your child to go in a marriage and it's not happy. At the end of the day, marriage is between a man and a woman. I said it the other time in my last podcast, I think on Thursday, that in as much as we Africans, we say that marrying a family, where the married person knows that my family married, I don't care what you say, that's bullshit. At the end of the day, the marriage is between you and that man. Because if you get married to a man that does not love you, I don't care how much the family loves you, that marriage will not work.
Will never work.
It will never work.
Never.
The person that needs that, the two people that make marriage work is the man and the woman, period. That's what we have to understand. In as much as we allow family and all that, but two people, God was not stupid to say a man will leave father and mother. He knew it. He was not stupid. So that is what it is. So let us try to not repeat the mistakes that our parents did. I want to talk about something here that Ms. Muma talked about about the attention.
Yeah.
The attention part, I think Mr. Kometu commented about that, the busybody thing. Okay. Both of you taught something very important here. Number one, Ms. Muma talk about self-care. And that goes more with the women. And number two, Mr. Kometu talked about busybody. In this America where we are, it is very easy to have those two things. You are so busy that you have no time. And number two, you neglect yourself because you are busy. This is the truth. It happens. Listen, let's not fake it. Even me, I should not be here. I fell victim to that. Because before you know it, it is you need 36 hours for the 24 hours. It's not enough. So it is just that consciously, as women, we need to try it. Like marriage is intentionality. Intentionality is what we need. So this point of attention, you taking care of yourself and you trying to make time. Mr. Kome said, if you are busy, yes, the truth is that if you are busy, trust me, you're going to be tired. Let me read some of the comments that we have here. Pastor Emma said the main reason is the man or the woman saying, I'm tired of one diet and want to balance things off. Very wrong. For this is the only kind of diet you don't have to balance. That's right. You don't
That's a good one.
You don't need vegetable. You don't need carbohydrate. You don't. What is the balanced diet? You have carbohydrate, protein, a vegetable, fruits, and what again? And you're not. Please, we don't need balance. If you have carbohydrate, please keep eating the carbohydrates. But thank you very much. Because if you want to balance everything, you already have how many? 5 now. You want to. And I think Pastor Emma is saying that because the truth is that one person cannot have it all. I think one time I was on his podcast and we're talking about, I don't remember what we're talking about, the specific thing, but we talked about this issue of marriage, right? And he was like, the reason some men go outside is because they are going to test this one. And he made a point there that he said there that your husband or your wife's body is a garden. You need to explore. So if you want jama from you want vegetable, explore it. There's a vegetable somewhere. You will get that vegetable. If you want carbohydrate, there is a place that you will get that carbohydrate from. Explore the body.
Of course.
It's a field. He said it's a garden. Explore that garden. So that's what Pastor Iba said. You cannot go and look for it outside. So you cannot balance this one. Use the person to balance it. Thank you for that comment. Let me have a Sylvia said, if everyone plays his or her part correctly, there will be no cheating. That's right. Don't leave one person to work and do all the chores. So we were talking about this busybody thing and this attention thing, because she goes for that to say that people are bound to be tired if they overwork. And that is so true. And this is one of the things that Pastor Matthew said in that show that I had with him. I think it was about intimacy. Why there's that breach in intimacy. And he said also about this thing that one of the things is that men also have to understand that in this society, in as much as we say women have to give, women are always having excuses on this matter. But the thing is, if a woman has to go to work the same as you, 9 to 5, both of you go 9 to 5, she has to know that she has to cook. In the morning, she has to take care of the kids. She has to do the dishes. She has to do the laundry. She has to do everything. Come on now, body no be firewood. Man will tire. Right. In the evening, you expect her to come and open her legs for you to get in and dine. Come on. So that's what Sylvia is saying. Sylvia is saying that if you get tired, the body no be firewood, you get tired. Okay, you get tired. So if we play our part, like she's saying, there will be no need for cheating. If you see that your wife is working, why not just come and do let me help you with the plates today. Let me help you with. It's as bad. I remember somebody had told me one time that it's so bad the husband can't do anything to a point of, even when she's in the kitchen cooking, the baby's crying, the man watching TV, he will call her to come change the baby or to come pick up the baby or to come. Can't check why the kid crying waiting, but she's working in the kitchen.
Right.
But that, when I look at it, I say it's a cultural thing. Just like Mr. Kome, we talked about culture here, it's a cultural thing. So let's just be mindful that in as much as we are complaining about our women that they come here and they change, please let's take the good things. The wrong ones, let's trash it. Okay. Another comment here, Mr. Pastor Emma said, affection towards one another is like a tree that has to be watered continuously. That's so true. Water it with the same water you use during courtship. So true. That's what we said here. Then women stop always being tired. If I don't talk about finish, I'm fine. Women stop always being tired and only when I do work. Okay, Emma, we have heard. We'll not be tired. So anyway, he's saying that affection is supposed to be watered. Okay, just like Mrs. Muma said, whatever the man saw in you, don't come in the house and become a kaite. If he saw you dressed, sexy, looking beautiful, looking whatever, and it's true that when we give birth, these things happen, body shape changes. But listen, you never ever see fat woman is swag. There's that sexy fat girls, like me. I'm a sexy fat girl. So if you know you're fat, try to be saying that things for sexy fat people. So
because you always hear this word. This is not the man I got married to. This
exactly.
Is not the man I got married to. Because you have totally immediately got married. You have transformed. When you are going to see this young girl, you bake a coat. You understand? You bake a suit somewhere. You go and see this coat. You understand? The girl will look at you. You know, you go and borrow money and all whatnot. But when now this girl comes to the house, he's not seeing those dresses. He's not seeing the swag. He's not seeing the money. The girl will start saying, "This is not the man I got married to." And from there, the girl will start looking at you like, and infidelity starts setting. Even the same thing with women, particularly with women. You see a girl is going to see a boy, will go and beg this lipstick to put. You understand? We'll beg a perfume and spray. I'm telling you this thing out of experience. I
know.
Then at the end of the day, you go to that girl's house, you don't have any of these things. You don't have any. Imagine you fall in love with this kind of a woman, and then you put
very weak. They're weak. Mommy, I bet they're weak.
You put the wig on her head, you'll not be able to put it. You start asking yourself, "Hey, living a woman, this woman, I get married." Yeah. You start regretting.
Oh my goodness!
Oh God!
It's about the calming down. The way you're talking, it's actually pain you. I bet calm down. The way you're talking, the thing is really paining. Anyways, it may be funny, we are laughing, but I hope the ladies are listening. Please, 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 please. And that's why we keep repeating. Do not give a face that is not you during courtship.
Yeah.
Because the problem is that we get into this relationship and we show all the best, right? Especially women like Mr. Gomez said. We want to cook. We want to this thing. I said here one time that if you are a young girl, set values. Set your values.
Yes.
When I was dating, like I told you people, I did not get married a virgin. I don't cook in your house. The only man I cooked in their house was my husband, and I got married to him. So when you are dating people, know the kind of set yourself a standard. That's what I'm saying. Because if you have low self-esteem, that is exactly the energy that you're going to get. Whatever energy you give out there, that's the same energy you receive. So if you respect yourself, that man will respect you. If you value yourself, people will value you. Self-respect, respect starts from within. Esteem starts from here. If you don't value yourself, no one will value you. So don't go and be doing things that tomorrow, when I actually say, babe, what's happening? Then you cannot explain. You go and beg weak. You go beg red bottom. Then the competition now is terrible. Our time, we do not have these things. Before we had just, like my friend Fidelis used to say, we get our black pencil eye. They will rumple white, while black pencil eye under our lip gloss. We are done. Now, people are packing pap on their face. You go to event, you see a girl, you take that girl, in the next morning, you don't know that you are looking for the person that you took last night because of all those things. Let's be real, ladies. If a man loves you for who you are, it's far better than pretending.
Far better, yeah.
If they decide to marry you with a bad character, they know who you are. But
Yeah, so
pretending.
You just touch a point there. You just touch a point there. This issue of cooking. I don't want to call name because you know this person so well. This guy was my very good friend while we were in Yaoundé.
And I'm still very angry at that.
Yes. So this guy is a native of Manu. I know these Manu guys, you know, they like eating eru. So he had a girlfriend from the northwest. The girl was from Nso. We had to call Banso. So this girl could not cook eru. And this boy was insisting, telling this girl that he said, cook some more eru, no. Cook eru, I want job. You understand? You know, this girl could not tell this guy that he is unable to do that. He can't do that. He does not know how to prepare eru. You know, she went and met one particular girl. You understand? And they prepared this eru.
Mm-hmm.
They prepared this eru and brought this eru to this guy. This guy called me and told me that, you know, the girlfriend has brought some food. So when there we ate, I'm telling you, the eru was good. The eru was really good. You know what? The person who prepared this eru, the girl who prepared this eru went behind and told that guy that your girlfriend cannot even prepare eru. She came to me, I'm the one who cooked that eru. I'm telling you this. So you can imagine these are the kind of things we are talking about.
Yep.
What you don't know how to do when you are in your courtship, or you don't know how to do, don't pretend as if you can do it. Because if you get into that house tomorrow, I'm telling you, the next thing will be divorce. The next thing will be, you know, hatred.
Yeah.
Because you are not your real self that I knew when you were coming into this relationship.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes. That is so true. And that particular aspect is so common today.
Yeah.
Nowadays is so common. There is too much fakeness.
That
People
is
are
it.
so fake. Both men and women, they are so fake. Then you begin to ask, why is there divorce? People get married today, 6 months they're divorced. People get married today, 3 months they're divorced. So it's not like these things don't have marriage don't have problems, yes. But the reason we cannot stand each other in such a short space of time is because we were fake. So we do not see some attitude. If I see some attitude in you that I cannot tolerate, I'm gonna no, I don't want that. But now if I show my nice side of it, look at that girl, Arrow. Why didn't you just say, wait, babe, I understand that. Truly, I don't know if I could know, but I'm open to learn.
That is very simple.
I don't know how to cook, but I'm open to learn. Be honest.
Honestly.
Olive, you're welcome. Olive said nobody is real, so men are misplaced priorities. I know. That's true.
Yeah, she's right.
Yeah.
She's right.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah. So let's go ahead, please. So some of the reasons that we have that can be the cause of marital infidelity. We talk about lack of Christianity, lack of Christian values. People don't care about what the Bible says about adultery anymore. I don't care, right? So they don't have that Christian value, don't have the morals. And I always say that it's not about being Christian. We all know that adultery is wrong. Morally or Christian, or from the Christian perspective, it is wrong. So it's just that we don't have that value. We don't care about it. Another thing we talked about is communication, breach of communication. And Bong talked about the fact that if you don't communicate, if you have a worry, you don't communicate well about it. We'll talk about that more later. We talk about self-care and attention, which we talked about concerning being too busy for your spouse and you neglecting yourself, self-neglect. So let's I don't know where Mrs. Muma went to. Mrs. Muma, we cannot see your camera, but try to come on, ma. Yeah, so hi. So I want to say hi to my sister-in-law. She's my co-host, like she said. She's my co-host, my number one ambassador. Thank you, Miss Olive. She's here, and what did she say? She's the one that said nobody's real. So let's move forward. So we have breach of communication. Then another thing we touched about was sexual intimacy, sexual attraction. Some people are not more attracted to each other, but hey, there's a reason for that. That one is a whole different thing. But sometimes, most of the time, the problem when it comes to the problem of infidelity, adultery, especially when it comes to men, they go out because there is that lack of sexual satisfaction. Whether you agree or not, that's a fact. And I always say that word. People who are married to men and women of God, please do not abuse that. Because when they say you're a man of God, it doesn't mean you don't have feelings. When God made sex, he did not make it for pagans. He made it for his children. So some women who are married to pastors, they think that because their husbands are pastors, they don't have that need. It will shock you. By that one, sister will succeed for a handy. Then you go know that time say, pastor them, they feel scream. So please, I don't care whether your husband is born again or not born again, do not neglect that intimacy side. Somehow infidelity may creep in. And we said that infidelity is not only about physical, it's about emotional and physical. I can be cheating on you emotionally without getting involved physically with somebody, but that will take my attention from you, and that will make me not want to have sex with you. That will make me not want to have any intimate thing with you. Let's understand that. So because some people get this thing twisted, they think that it's about just sleep with somebody. No, it's not that. Emotional one is even worse than the physical one. One night stand is better than emotional infidelity, for those who don't know. So I don't know what's going on with Mrs. Muma, but let's go ahead, Mr. Kome. So the next question I want to ask here is that some of the things, like if you, for example, you discover that your partner is cheating on you, how is your reaction going to be from a man's perspective? What do you think you're going to do? What are some of the emotions you may feel? What is your reaction?
That is what a man should never find out. That is what a man should get, that your wife is sleeping with another man. Man, come on. It is, no man can tell you exactly how he is going to act at that particular moment. Yes, because at that particular moment when it happened, you don't think well. You don't think well. Yes, you don't think well. You don't reason well. You can use a machete. You can use a gun. You can use anything at that time. Yes, you can use anything at that time. And what comes to your mind at that particular time? At that particular time for any man, it's divorce. Yes, for any man, even if you are a pastor. Okay. Remember the book of Matthew 5:19. Jesus said that divorce is permitted if there has been adultery or material unfaithfulness. That is the only place the Bible says you can part ways. So what comes to a man, whether you are a pastor, you are a whosoever, when you see a woman cheating, what comes to your head first is that, no, an unfaithful woman, you are not worthy being with me. Yes. If you can really calm yourself, not to commit any crime at that time. So, the only thing that comes to your mind is to say, no, let's part ways. If you love that guy so much, you understand, and then you better go with that guy.
Okay.
Yes, that is it. So I'm telling you, that is what comes to every man. There is no man who will just sit down and they will just, even a pastor, even the Pope.
The passionate way that you're talking about it there. It's like I can feel you, like, man, if this thing happened, like, hey, when you're talking, I can just visualize it with a passion.
Do it and hide it. Don't let your husband to ever find out.
All right, I don't know what's going on with Ms. Muma. I'm not sure.
For women, at times it is a little bit. I don't know. You understand?
Yeah, I wanted to hear from my own side as a woman, but hopefully she gets back. But let me flip. I've heard what you've said, and what you're saying is true, because men, they really cannot, especially the ego. They really cannot. But let me flip this. You say the only thing that comes to your mind during that. Hi, Takem Salim, my classmate is here too. Hi, sister. Thanks for joining. She said this one is deep. That question is deep. And she said, my brother, then why should women even tolerate cheating? Because in most cases, men cheat. That's the question why I wanted to come, right? Mr. Kuma, you've said this thing, you've said it all, right? And I do agree with you. That's what the Bible says when it comes to that the only ground for divorce is adultery.
Let me tell you, Solange. When your woman is cheating,
let me ask you something.
You are not man enough. You consider yourself and not be man enough.
Yes, I get it, and yes, I do get it. And like I said, it's because naturally, men have the authority. God gave the authority to the man as the head of the woman. So it's like you have a subordinate that hurts you or that does something that you're like, no, you cannot take it. I get that point. That is an authority that was given to them. Since they have that ego, they have that pride from the beginning, right? But this is my question now. Agreed, they cannot tolerate it. The only thing they think is divorce. Now, flip the story around. Let me ask the question. If you, as a man, you are caught, your wife catches you in adultery, in infidelity, what is your reaction? I'm not saying about the woman's reaction.
That one had to.
No, you know what? Please, I want. Please, sincere opinion. Your sincere reaction, just as you had in the previous question. Please let me know. What would you do?
Normally, you know, to be sincere. Normally, we are here, like you said. We are not hiding anything here. You try to be sincere with whatever thing we saying. You know, it's always said that women are weaker sex, and men will always like to impose. No, I got married to you. I can send you away. I can do this. I can do this. That's why you see men always have that ego. You understand? They would like to portray that, okay, no, go away or this and this. But for now, if you reverse it like you are trying to reverse it, okay, I get married to you. Maybe everything in the house is my house. Everything is my own. Everything is me. You understand? And then you cannot say, go out of this house. The only thing is to do is maybe you just pack your things and you go. You understand? Yeah, that's where it is only at that level.
In America, your ass is getting out. We are talking in general context, because in America, don't forget where you are. Your ass is getting out of my house. Don't forget that. Newsflash. Okay. That's just a reminder. Keep on.
Okay, you're right. even here it's the same thing. Even here, at least I'm telling you, a man remains a man no matter what.
No, that's true. That's a fact. But don't forget that the law protects the women. That's just what I'm saying.
Yeah, it protects the women. You understand? It protects the women. You are right. But what I'm trying to say is that it is the woman who always be, having that weaker bargain. You understand? To try to get everything from there. But like you asked me the question personally, what am I going to do? At this point in time, all I'm going to do is just to go on my knees and ask for forgiveness from my wife. That's the only thing I can do at that time. Yes. I just have to go on my knees and beg her, and I'll just tell her that no, this thing will not repeat itself. That's the only thing. What again can you do? There's nothing else you can do. If you love your wife, you love your wife. If you love your wife, you love your wife. And you will not like your wife to go anywhere. So if you are caught red-handed, the only thing is just to, you will be very, very ashamed. You'll be very, very ashamed. I have this lady whose wife, him and his girlfriend in their sitting room, and they were romancing. This girl opened the door and met this young man.
That's the heart of disrespect, right there.
And this girl was kneeling in front of this. This boy was kneeling in front of this girl. You understand? Then his mouth was on her breast. You understand? And this girl came in. The wife came in, and the wife told me this story. What did she do? She just entered the room. She made as if she had seen nothing. She didn't fight.
You're weak now. You won't fight her. You don't tie her.
She didn't do anything. She just entered the room and got into the room. When she got
out.
When she got into the room, no, she didn't say there was no violence. She got into the room. When she got into the room, she sat on the bed and started like thinking, what I saw outside there, is it real or what?
Exactly.
You understand? Was it real or what? And then she heard that girl telling the boy that, the husband that, I told you, I've been telling you. You see now.
The first time you've been.
Yes. So this girl left. When this girl left, the young man now came into the room and met the wife. You know what she asked the wife? He said, qu'est-ce que tu as vu? Tu n'as rien vu. That's the wife that say you haven't seen anything. Because she was expecting that the wife should fight or do something. She was asking the wife, you haven't seen anything? He said, did you see anything? You haven't seen anything. Because she was expecting. You understand? So the wife said that I've seen something. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Well, she did nothing.
What did the man do?
The man did nothing. After that, he showed me that the man left and the man went to the sitting room again.
Oh, wow.
And then they stayed for about 2-3 days. Nobody was talking to the other one. Nobody was talking to the rest. Now the man now started making rapprochement, coming closer to the woman bit by bit. One day she bought drinks that she has never bought drinks in the house.
The man of just not person.
She bought drinks and then asked one of the child, you understand, to add the mother's choice that the mother used to drink. Now they brought the drinks and they went and they gave to the mother. His daddy who bought drinks. You understand? And then the child was even telling the mother that, Mommy, is there Christmas today? Why is that? You understand? The children also realized that
that's actually Cameroon.
I asked this girl, did you drink? The girl said, no. I said, no, you could not have drunk. So you're already excusing him. You're making him now to start feeling free. Leave him in that condition for long. Leave the man in that condition for long. The girl behaved well. He didn't come.
Oh God.
I told the girl that you release this man very early. You were not supposed, because that man was in bondage.
Lesson from that girl.
That man was in bondage. That man was in bondage. Grace.
And when she drank it, the next day the man begged the girl. They went out. They sat somewhere. The girl, I told the girl, but why did you behave like this? The girl told me that matter. The girl just told me that matter. I'm picking them. I'm picking the day for that house.
And that's the thing. And that is the thing that I don't want to. When I hear, I feel hurt.
See, my children.
Before those kids came, you were existing. That picking and that bonus, that blessing for that relationship. You show Mr. Comment. Dear story no. That gave me name. That means I'm just trying to. God forbid. Let me picture myself a little bit. I'm a mama. I can't enter house. I see your brother in this thing. No, truly, I'll behave like that girl. I'll say no, I didn't see nothing. I go to my room. I sit there and meditate. Then I say, Holy Spirit, give me wisdom here because I'm about to kill somebody. Are you kidding me? Holy Spirit, give me a good plan because I'm about to commit murder right now.
I think I'll break his head before I think. I'll break his head.
No, it's not. Yeah, Mrs. Muma, let me tell you something. This girl behave. In the point of view,
she has grace. She has grace. I swear.
So see, in a man's point of view, this girl behaved well. The only place she behaved, the way where I don't like is releasing this man very early.
Easily.
Yes, this man was living in bondage. He was living in bondage.
Mr. Comedy, all of
Mr. Comedy has story give me palpitation.
All
to
of
be
this
honest,
goes down to education.
I'm laughing, but it's not funny.
She put her options right, and probably where she's coming from is not conducive.
No,
it's all about education.
I don't care what
African homes. You have parents now, like you can even go tell them, "Hey, this man break my hand." I'm like, go back home, go back to your husband. They don't care.
I don't think say the man don't do what you will never do.
So.
That is it.
And and the thing is,
go back to that house.
You have to go back.
This story. This is a story, Mr. Kome. It gives me palpitation. You know why? It comes back to what we said earlier. Women, God, please, let's know what we are worth. Listen, I'm laughing about this story, but it hurts.
It's sad.
The
thing is not only that, is that compromising. The thing is that it's in my house.
What could you have done if were you? Will you fight your husband? Will you kill your husband?
No, I'm not talking about fighting, Mr. Kome. You listen to the story. You said after that she went and sat down. She behaved maturely, which is good because you don't want to give that chance with that stupid girl, whoever, to fight with you. Because I always said the problem with the person cheating is not my problem. It's not the side chick that's the problem. The problem is you, the spouse.
Grant, at this point, right? I will fight everybody because one, you already know he's a married man. You're in my house. You're disrespecting me already. That's one thing. It's a different thing to cheat with my husband outside, and it's another thing to come into my house, in my matrimonial house.
But I think that if your husband did not give them that authority, that right, they will not be in your house.
He's cheating out there with a lady, I'm facing my husband. But if they're in my house, it's a whole different thing. And
in Africa, even here, you have the right. You can go on her. Nobody will do anything to you because she's in your house. Yes, she's trespassing. So
I know some men again will not tell you. Some men again will not tell this side chick that they are married.
They know. They know. You can leave that thing. They know.
You see everything organized. You see.
They know.
You don't know.
They know. They know. There is no side chick that does not know you're married. Unless now the way they get two married houses where one day for Kentucky, another one day for Maryland.
And one thing is there's some
successfully
women,
they keep those two houses. The side chicks, they know.
There are some women there that will target only married men.
Miss, I said, Mama, tell me, you know you're doing it.
I have seen it happen. I'm bringing my case in this because my husband back then he had somebody that he was interested, but she wasn't. When he got into marriage and something like that, she started getting interested. So yes, so it's a thing. I don't know if but that's a thing now.
No, it's a thing. Yeah, people are interested in married people.
I don't do single men. I do married women.
Yeah. Oh, and they say so proudly. Yeah. They even give tips. There's another. One day there was this Nigerian actress that she was so pissed on Facebook. She came live and she was like, "What is going on with this issue of wanting followers, wanting likes, wanting views?" Some little girl came and said that 5 tips to call a married man at night. If you are dating a married man, 5
this cannot be real.
Communicate. Yeah? See that one tear place, that one die vex. That one just want to get. They go school, you know, but then these people they have to cheat. There's a small picking.
Sad.
Anyways, like we're saying, Mr. Comedy story. I know I even comment on that one because first of all, that woman has a problem of self-esteem. To be honest with you, I don't care how she puts it. The reason she is in that house, the reason her ass is still in that house is because number one, probably she has nowhere to go. She's thinking that if I come nowhere to go happen. Listen,
where do I go?
That is what I wanted to say. I wanted to say that. Listen, women, if you are a girl child and you are listening to my voice, make sure that you get yourself something. If you are not educated, please use your hands. God gave you hands. Use it to do business. Use your brain to do something. Get something for yourself. Let's stop depending on men. The reason that woman did not go, Mr. Kome, I don't care whether I say she's mature or not. She's
this girl is the civil servant.
Because she has nowhere to go.
This girl is a civil servant.
Financially or anything.
More than the husband.
You always put it on kids.
Then, if she has more than the husband, then she has a problem of low self-esteem.
Yeah. She even earns more than the husband. Because when I asked her the question,
then she's stupid. I'm sorry to use that.
The reason she gave was, where will I keep these children?
What?
Yes.
And she's working.
My children. The thing is, my children.
Wait. This is the thing, right? The thing is that I'm not saying that people cannot walk past that thing. My issue is the way she the fast nature, the quick nature of how she did the thing. Yes, people have seen worse than that. People have caught their husbands, their wives in bed with men or whatever, and they have walked past that. Listen, what she has done, she thinks that she has gone over that. There is something called trauma. That thing not be registered for her brain. That thing has been registered somewhere. She may be thinking that no, it's no problem, my children, my whatever. But at the end of the day, what are you telling that man for you to come in your house? Number one, the first offense is that you brought the woman in my house.
Yes.
The second offense is that you were putting your prick in her mouth in my living room. Number one, any stranger could get in that house and see that stupidity.
You're right.
Number two, children could come in and see the rubbish you're doing.
Thank you.
Number three, I don't want to talk about the gross disrespect. Then, that is not enough. They think the reason she did not tell because she was in a shock. That's what happened. Now, my problem is, if you really think that you don't have anywhere to put your children, or you are so low in your self-esteem, how on earth would 3 days be enough for you to erase what you're doing? Or are you telling me that you're cheating too? Because if you are a woman that you have devoted your life 150% for that man, and that thing happens, you just like your heart. I never. That woman give me gin for woman them. So that if you make medicine, no, for real. To be honest,
no, I need to learn some patience.
There's something in her. Like my mother used to say, they gave her muscles, that sleep element for you, make sleep pill for people. Maybe we need to take her and make some elements, some pills that will give women that level of self-control. For 3 days. You see
Solange, I think the Bible talks about forgiveness.
You're not getting what I'm saying.
Why not just do it and then just forgive? Forgive.
No, Mr. Kome, forgiveness will come when you understand the lesson. I cannot forgive you when you have not understood the lesson.
Listen. He has not learned. He will do it again. Trust me, he will do it again.
Yes. Forgiveness will come after when you like, okay, let's walk past this. You understand where you went wrong and where we communication. We talk.
Let me read something here, Mr. Kome. Let me read something here because this is outrageous. Hold on, let me read comments. Number one, Takem Salishi said, that's their height, their highest level of disrespect.
Thank you.
Then she said, the problem is we also, the women, are the cause of this incessant disrespect from the men who cheat. Why did she say that? Because that act alone, like I said here, is enough. That man is going to repeat it again because she did nothing about it. She was so cheap about it. They can't buy you a buffet on whatever nonsense that she's drinking, and she just fell for it. So it will happen again. You're laughing, because it will happen again. They buy you Hennessy, a big Coke. You drink and you forget about the problem. Okay, let's go. Akwi says what? You want commit more than go? Yes, so commit more than go jail. Guy, woman silence.
They tell me go jail.
I like that one.
Trust me. She said you want commit more than go jail. Guy, woman silence is dangerous. Trust me, there will be a comeback. That's what I was about. That's what I was expecting. Because that silence for me, like I said, was to come and meditate and ask the Holy Spirit to give me a good strategy to go back. But I don't understand. I don't understand how one can meditate. He end up for saying 3 days, me go drink before on a Hennessy on a Coke.
Yeah.
Forgive the man. I don't know. Anyways, let's keep going. A woman never think a woman never think with their brain, but with emotions. Any woman who sees such and stay silent about that has secondary motive. Very true. That's what she said. The woman, she's thinking. Her feelings are working. Her emotions, she's very far. And tell her afraid that a man, whoever knows that man, now tells me beware, because if that's not finished, there is a rematch that's being planned. Women don't forget. Okay. Oh, Olive, thank you for that. Then Takem say what? That lady is suffering from inferiority complex. What do we say? That's what we say. There is a complex inferiority complex. I don't care whether she's any more than the man. I don't care whether she has money more than the man or whatever.
No
that bullshit that she said because of my children, that is crap. That is crap. I'm not saying I don't forgive. The Bible says she forgive. I'm not saying that. But my thing is that process she has not healed. And that's the mistake that most women do. We go through these traumas, we don't heal. We come back in the same mess and the cycle repeats. Before you know it, you are suffering from depression.
Yep.
Marriage is to be enjoyed. It's marriage, it's not bondage. In heaven, there's no marriage. God made marriage for us to enjoy it here. If you don't enjoy marriage, you're married for heaven. This is what I say, oh, I'm doing it for God. Don't do it for God. Please, I beg. If you say you are doing marriage for God, please don't do marriage for God. God did not say do marriage for me. God said do marriage for you. For yourself. You can enjoy it. Don't, and there's nothing in scripture that says do marriage for God. So stop saying that thing, especially women.
You as a woman. Now, you as a woman, is this a good premise for you to ask for divorce?
It may not be a good number one. Based on my emotions, it's a very good premise. Why? Because God said in the Bible, it says that the only ground for divorce is infidelity.
Is infidelity.
I mean, two of us.
Yeah, true. True.
That is the only ground. So if you cannot go past that, I have the mandata as my pastor ever talk for divorce your ass.
Yep.
Okay, so now,
if I want now as a Christian, if I want as a Christian now to say, let's work it together, my dear Mr. Kome, I'm not lying you before God and man, not in this woman's, not the way this woman did it. Because that man has not learned the lesson. And that man will repeat that thing again. Trust me, he will do it. And as we speak, he's still sleeping and sticking his dick in that man's mouth.
He is.
Okay,
he
now.
is.
Okay. Miss Muma, this happens to you. Are you telling me that, or Solange, are you telling me that you no longer sleep in the same bed with that man?
Mr. Kome,
I wish my husband was on this floor and he will tell you exactly what I will tell him. When I bring Pastor Victor, when I bring me Mr. Atiku, when I bring Pa Omaru, when I bring Mami Omaru, when I bring me Mami Achinko. In short, when I don't go Pa Achinko, bring them. When I don't bring my pastor Kebei, when I bring community because
thank you.
I know
I say you take his village people and his village chief to come to my house.
What are you talking about? Are you kidding me? What
cheating is one thing that I mean, you can do everything. For me, cheating is one thing that I would never look at you the same. All I would just have in my head is just that aspect.
Let me read some comments here. So, like Sally said, she said, ladies are suffering from she's suffering from inferiority complex. That's it.
Yeah.
Then she said, this one is Olive. Olive said, women never think with their brains. When they are angry, they think with emotions. And they stay quiet. Trust me, she's planning something for you. My Takem Sally says, this action of a man warrants a divorce. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you.
Warrants a divorce. Once beaten, she said once beaten, twice shy. That's what we are saying. Olive said was the last time. Women too are reason why this husband cheat. So it might be that the woman has pushed her husband out. She could be the reason why her husband is cheating. Let's look at it. That's true.
It's very possible.
The reason why, but that is not the reason. Not
supposed to come and cheat
that disrespectful, though. You know.
Yes, we understand that. But the thing is, it's not enough reason to bring her in the house.
Into your house.
Remember the position is compromising. Kids could come in. Any visitor could come in. Come on now, your living room. I'm not saying that women, we have our own things. It happens. But if you want to cheat, do it with some decency.
Respect.
Normally, if we have to reverse this act, and it was a man who came in and met the wife and another man in the sitting room.
The same reaction we are expecting, Mr. Kome. We are not being biased.
Yes.
The same reaction. It's not about the gender.
And you know what?
It's not about the gender. It's about the action.
You know what is funny?
Yeah.
If the tables are turned the way the woman will forgive the man is not the same way the man will forgive the woman.
Oh, where, my sister?
Men hardly forgive when it comes to infidelity. They really don't. Women, we have this soft spot that we're like, you know what, it's a man. And it's so sad that African, they say men cheat. And most men go with that aspect that, oh no, I'm a man. I'm supposed to have as many women as I want because you're in the house doesn't mean that I cannot go out. Oh no, honey, not everyone can take that nonsense. If the tables were turned, will you take it? Will you see another man be on your wife and you're okay with it? That's the question.
That we ask Mr.
If you cannot take it, that feeling you have.
No, at least if I
women have it. You remember they say women we act by emotions. The feelings you have, we have it 3 times. So if you love a woman, you will not even put her through that street.
Yeah, I understand.
We asked Mr. Komeda that question, and he was like, you know, women are more this thing, and that is the expectation. Because trust me, even though that woman did whatever she did, and me for one, trust me, I'm not gonna do what that woman did. It will take a village, and it will not only take a village; it will take the Holy Spirit to convince me. Listen, this is not about the woman. It's that I'm being honest. It's not even about my parents, about my spiritual fathers, about no. It's about conversation between me and the Holy Spirit.
Yeah. Because
now only He will give me that grace.
Grace.
To forgive. I'm not lying.
Grace.
Let's not fake it.
Grace.
Because the hurt that you feel, I don't care whether who talk for you. The only person that can console you and take that hurt away is Him.
Yep.
Is the Holy Spirit. Nobody can do it. And if it does not work on you, forgiveness cannot take place. For me, another person I feel. Because some people, some women, they'll be like, well, I'll do her when my picking and listen, those kids will be fine.
Those are things
I will take care of them from I will take care of them. After all, they're single mamas. There are kids that have grown off and they succeeded. So let's stop this thing that way to go do for picking them. That's the reason I say that if you are a woman, get something for yourself so that if it happens, you just say, "Wow, mommy not be na say na palava money make a shidon." No, you can take care of yourself and your kids.
Let me
because it's better to be in a good place than to be in a toxic environment.
No, it is always said that marital problem.
Let me add one more thing on what they are talking about. This aspect of is for the kids. The kids watch what you do.
Where?
You understand? Your kids watch. You remember you said something about one of them asking, is it Christmas? Because he has never seen his dad doing stuff like that. They watch you. Maybe they will not see that cheating. But one day, this lady will get fed up and bust things out. And trust me, kids read their parents. I'm saying that because my son knows how to manipulate his way around when it comes to both of us. That's where I learned about kids. I'm saying this, my son, I gave him vitamins one time and he turned around. I went to the dad and can I have vitamins? Oh, you already had vitamins. If the dad didn't know that, he would have been giving him another one because he reads the room. He knows.
Yeah, he knows.
Kids read everything you do. So do you want a girl, you want your child to grow to know that it's okay to cheat? Any man wants to grow and see the child, a man just manipulating anyhow. If you don't want your daughter to be treated in some kind of way, don't treat your wife that way. Trust me. If you give your wife a kiss every time your son sees it, he'll grow up knowing that, you know what? My wife needs affection because that's what he'll grow up to see. But if you're beating your wife in the door with those kids, trust me, your son is going to repeat the same thing you're doing. Let me not say all of them, but 90% of them will do that. So
Yeah,
what are you trying to train your children on to take children to be okay?
Now, why are you guys not looking at it? Why are you guys not looking at it in this way? That this lady was like trying to protect her marriage. She didn't want this thing to go out there because, like what Solange said, that you will bring my Achinko will come off for grave, this and this and this before this will be finished. Why don't you think that this thing like this, this girl was like trying to protect her.
Let me tell you, and because there are so many that are protected and now they're in their grace.
Why can it be a man wanting to protect his marriage?
I've seen it like this. Let it end only between the two of us.
Mr. Kome?
Yes, Mama.
Do you know why? There are so many women that have protected and they ended up 6 feet down with depression.
Whatever her name is.
Depression, with anxiety, with suicide ideation. So don't tell me that protect marriage. Wait, hold on. Hold on. For this reason, a man shall leave his father and mother, cleave to the wife, and the two shall become one. Tell me where is the division?
Perfect. Then why should you take the thing to the family again?
Tell me where is the division? No, tell me where is the division. If I am you, you are me, are you supposed to hurt me?
Thank you. You're
By
hurting
the
yourself.
time you bring a third person, we are no more together.
Okay, you're making sense.
By the time you bring a third party on this bed, by the time a third party so much so just mess up with your brain, with your emotions, like wanting to fight space with me, we are no more together. Let's not get this thing twisted. We don't want to justify waiting. And the thing that is so painful is that men will want to justify. She's protecting her marriage. Can you protect that marriage? Flip the coin.
Thank you.
You're protecting marriage.
To me, the act has been committed. What do you do next? The only thing is try to see how you can live with it. What
Women will not. It's the graph of divorce. Men will not. Women will even try, but men will not. Women will be hurt. They will cry. They will do it. They promise me you will not do that again.
Hey.
The man, there's no promise me you won't do that again. You are out. Let's move first reality. We know the camp. They can't talk. It is true that we want to. The thing is that one of my sisters said here, if any man play a part, there will be no room for cheating.
Thank you. Thank you.
If any man, Sylvia said, if any man play a part, there will be no room for cheating. The problem is, and the reason I said one time on a Facebook comment that the reason God said that God gave the leeway for divorce being adultery is because He knows that man, the heart of man, and when I say man, is both man and woman.
Yes, a woman.
Desperately wicked. He knows people will be hurt. Depression, people that die inside marriage because of depression. Why? They harbor things in them. They don't have people to talk to. This protection that you're talking about is true. Women harbor a lot of things because they want to protect their marriage. Listen, marriage is not to be endured. It should be enjoyed.
Enjoyed.
There's no synonym. They are not. Those two words are not the same. Endurance and enjoyment is not the same. It's not. We go through challenges in marriage, but we walk through them together. It's not that you come torture me in marriage and you expect me to protect the marriage. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. And one thing, like Mr. Kebei, you're saying, this aspect of protecting marriage, Christian women have taken it as cap on their head. Because why? They will look at them. Oh, you want a born again woman? Now born again. Mommy, even a new pastor. This what happen? They go say, Mommy pastor want divorce. Let Mommy pastor divorce.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Mommy pastor, not you.
It's a human. Let pastor divorce. Pastor is a human being. Let's stop this thing. Let me read some comments here. People are laughing. God. Olive says she says so we keep saying every day that men are our first babies. What do you expect with such a behavior? Of course, it can only come from a baby mind. Men are babies, like she said. It's only a baby mind that will do such things. Take say one thing we forget is the impact such acts cheating have on us as individuals. She said that you, the victim, is emotionally traumatized. That's what we talked about. And it will be difficult to remove such information from your brain. And that is so true. And that's the reason why sometimes you go to some homes, some people, men keep saying that the woman, she keeps giving excuses. Let me ask you something. That woman, if this thing that has happened keeps happening, do you think she wants to open her legs? It will be like every time I will see you on me, I will cannot happen. It's like every time you want to touch me, that picture will come. Listen, my pastor about to say forgiveness is not forgiveness is not memory loss. Yep. That's what my pastor always say. Do not forget. Forgiveness is not memory loss.
Yeah, you can forgive, but you can never forget.
Never.
You can forgive it. You can pray for God to help you not to. When you think about it, it should not hurt you, but it's not memory loss.
Not at
So
all.
imagine every time that maybe that was the man's best thing that he likes during intimacy. Then every time he wants you to do it, that picture comes my head all time. No, you just go do am. Are they grace?
Right.
Go do am. So sometimes we should understand that. That's why when it comes to intimacy, a lot of things are in play. A lot of things. So
Now, if you come
to
advising that lady now, what can you tell that lady?
no, Mimi told me privately. He playing
Right. She needs counseling.
You know, starting with self-esteem.
Yes.
Starting with emotions. No, to be honest, Mr. Komi, you're laughing. No, she needs it. We have said it here, and all the lady, we have said it here that she's suffering from inferiority complex, and that's true. She doesn't know her value. We are not saying that divorce. No, trust me, I'm not the person that I advocate for divorce so easy.
No.
But what I'm saying is that for every action, there should be a consequence.
Yeah.
You have to show me that you really deserve that forgiveness. Because if you do not show me that you deserve that forgiveness, Mr. Koma, you are a man. Let's be honest. That man will repeat that thing. True or false?
He will. Ooh. Some of them will still beg forgiveness, kneel down, bring the flowers, bring the this, take it to expenses, and they will still do it. Then talk less of a man who the wife just forgive him.
Why are people not looking at the rapprochement this man did by buying these drinks, trying to beg this man?
Don't try me. Don't even dare. Don't try.
First of all, he bought the drink and said it through his key to go give her. Not even him taking it to her.
Oh, wait, Mom.
He's ashamed of the.
Wait. The drinks is for how much? Miserable drinks. Maybe the most he can spend on that drink. I don't know what I even cook. Or he buys drink. Some of us are very low maintenance. We are very moderate people. Even plum and planty, it makes me okay. So in my best in plum and planty, Bible man say oh, can give me.
Cheating man with pride.
With pride.
You know that there are many ways of begging a woman. Let me tell you this, I'm a man. There are many ways of begging a woman. Some people will go down like I told Solange when you took your break, that if it happens to me, I do this kind of a thing to my wife. What I'm going to do is I'll just kneel down in front of her and beg for forgiveness. I'll just beg her. I'll beg her. If me by crying, I'll cry. You understand?
But what we are saying is that
others won't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Others will behave this way. You understand? Just turning around the house. You understand? Because not to say I'm sorry is not easy.
Which is not okay.
Particularly from a man who is feeling manly. I'm telling you this.
There's no manliness in marriage. That's one thing that people don't understand.
I bought a bottle of top for the wife that he has never bought before. You understand?
Stop talking. Stop talking about. Don't even mention that top again. You're getting me more angry when you're saying that. You're getting me more upset when you keep saying that bottle of top. Stop saying that. Stop it. Stop it. You come and prostrate before me and say you are sorry at that, my dear. You never want punishment enough.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
There's
one bottle of top. Miserable top. What happened to top? $1.
No, it was not the amount of top that matter. It was not the amount that matter. But that gesture. That gesture is
there's no justification for this nonsense.
Mr. Kome, I don't know why you're justifying here. We don't understand. We don't know say man they get ego. But we are telling you.
Yeah.
We are telling you that is not enough. That man will still do it again.
But I don't know. Because normally I didn't follow up this. If I had followed it up, I could have called that lady to try to find out, what is actually happening, how the marriage is going. I could have shared the testimony.
She has conditioned her mind to stay there.
Yeah.
That's why we say she's suffering from inferiority complex. She has conditioned her mind to be there. And again, to be honest with you, it's not bad that she tried to work things out. My problem is that man he learn lesson. The answer is no, probably.
Yeah. For them, there you are.
I mean, you people walk through those things. People have walked through worse things than that. But the thing is, how was the process? Was a lesson learned? Adultery, infidelity is not always the grounds.
Mm-hmm.
especially once it's the first time. It's not always the grounds for divorce, but how do you people navigate through it is what matters. Your sanity is important. Anyways, like I said, this topic will never finish. So we'll continue this topic because we have questions. Just imagine you have just few questions, but they back out. Just in short, your stories today have brought. I like it because it's real. Those are the real things. These are the real things that we talk about. That's some questions that we have to ask.
There's nothing again that happens again. You know, like you said, that everything we are saying here, we should be truthful. Even examples I'm taking, I'm not taking them. I think that have happened. The journalists, and I've had a lot of people on my panels and on my panel as well. So another thing is, you know, there are some ladies who are not good in bed.
Oh, that's
you get
true.
married to a woman, woman is not good in bed. What do you expect that man to do?
And so vice versa.
Teach. They bought some out with them.
Some women are very stubborn. Some of you are very stubborn. You teach, you will not understand. Make this style. The girl will not. It will tell them, I'm not making that style.
That particular excuse.
Wait, there was courtship, right? Right. That time during courtship, you knew very well that she wasn't good the way you wanted, right? And you signed up for it.
Get married without going through that process.
Let's assume, yes.
Particularly in church. These Pentecostal churches. When before you even get married in the Pentecostal churches, when you see a lady, you go and tell your disciple maker that I've seen a lady, that lady there. Now it is now your disciple maker now who will now go and see the disciple maker of that lady. That okay, my son, I've seen this girl, and I know you are the one following up this girl. They will finish it behind among them.
Which is a normal process to do, yes?
And then, at the end of the day, before the two of you even meet like this, even the two of you, it's the day you people are wedding, that you sit like this, they will not even want to catch the two of you together.
I
don't know about all of that. I know that
no. What he said is true.
Marriage is not encouraged, but there's a courtship before marriage.
What Mr. Kebei is saying is true.
That's how I got married. That's how I got married. I'm a son of Christian Missionary Fellowship International. Those who know that church, that's how I got married. I didn't know my wife. Yes, just met her, and I said I love you, and we started disciple making, this going up and down. You have to go and meet this person. You have to go and meet this person. You have to go here. You have to go here. And at the end of the day, you should discover your woman only when your woman is already in the house.
No, that's true. That is how it's supposed to be, because normally Bible is clear about it. The premarital sex is discouraged in the Bible, period. Now we cannot go around that. Even though people do it, but is it the right thing to do? No. Fornication as adultery is condemned in the Bible, period. But what we are saying is that whether you are going for discipleship or you're doing what, when you guys come in that matrimony and you start having sex or whatever, that is, if you discover that somebody is not doing something that you like or whatever, there is ground for improvement. In worst case scenario, you guys seek for counseling in that area. The thing is that people don't want to seek help.
You're right.
That particular aspect is something that is, that is something. It's not any grounds for anybody to cheat. That my wife is not good in bed or my husband is not good in bed. My friend will learn. There are people go for counseling. They call it for what? This is sexologists or whatever. If you think that is a problem, and the truth is that it is a problem in homes, especially in Christian homes, but Christians don't want to admit it. Yes. Then before you know you are a man, you have been a brother and sister for house. Oh, I don't care about that. That's not all about marriage. Yes, it's not all about marriage, but marriage is not saying you should become your brother and your sister. So if there is a problem with that, Mr. Kebei, what I'm saying is that I agree with that, but that is not the ground for your infidelity. Seek help. First of all, it starts with open communication. That is the first problem that we have as couples. We don't talk. Yeah. Some people, it's a taboo for them to sit and discuss about their sexuality, their sexual life as couples. Why? That's already a big problem. Because if you guys can have an open, honest communication, Mom, you agree with me that it's easy. I'm not feeling this thing. Maybe we try this and be open. The problem is that we are not.
If you don't talk about it with your best friend, then who do you talk about it with?
And if you cannot talk about the two of you, you cannot go to a counselor.
Yeah.
So that for me, that's no excuse. It's a valid point you're saying, but it's not an excuse. You can learn.
You can't say it is not an excuse. It's an excuse because what I'm telling you, it has happened severally. I've seen it. I say
it is valid. It is a valid point, but it is not a reason.
Yes,
because why do I say it's not a reason? Because you can figure it out.
Yeah, it happened to some of us, but someone like me, I can tell you, my wife was God-given. Yes, I had never faced those kind of things like say my wife this or that. No, neither my wife or whatsoever. You see,
they're not born somehow with that matter. They're born somehow they come out for now for this thing.
No,
biology, you must go school.
You must learn.
Anybody never go school for the thing. So una talk. It's communication. If you go communicate, baby, this is the worker. Hey, baby, this is the worker. How do we do it? There is help. That's what I'm trying to say. There is help.
Talk about those things.
There is help.
Someone's sensitive part can be their ears, and that's not the same thing with me. Okay. So if you don't communicate those things, you'll be waiting for that man to do it, and you're like, he's not satisfying me. When you have not even communicated that to him, if you touch my breast, this is where it is. If you touch this is where it is. Those exactly will arouse you to, okay, go fire. You know, that's the thing. People just feel ashamed to discuss. It's true that some people grow up with their life that they didn't discuss in their household about sex was a taboo. And maritally, they are learning it, but some people cannot even talk about it with their partners. Those are things that you are supposed to talk with your partners with.
That is crazy. Please, you should be able to talk about everything, especially that is both of you. That is two of you. Because that's something that you cannot go and be complaining to your friend or to your mother, to your who that my husband is not doing or my wife is not doing this. Come on.
Some people say,
can fix this one
she knows only how to do the missionary style. Okay, have you taught her to do flying boat? Have you taught her to do? You have to teach her. Maybe she has never heard of it. You know, so you have to teach her all those things. I'm just making up stuff. You know, that's the truth.
I understand what you're saying, all right, but we are saying that is no excuse because you can learn it.
Yeah,
you're not born normal with that thing. Even the subject that we go to school and learn, they don't born normal
subject in a relationship
and learn. But this thing we don't go to no school. So there are two people will learn. I am your garden. You are my garden. Let's explore.
Right.
Period. If it is too difficult, please seek for help. Please, Africans particularly, especially the men, African men will not change their mentality, will not seek for help. If you don't want to seek for help,
make you
then
weak.
deal with it. Stay with it. You don't have to cheat.
Rather, it makes you a strong man. When you ask help, open your mouth and talk. It helps. It helps a lot.
Okay, let me read some comments there before we close. Sally said, that lady is using the children to keep that unhealthy marriage. Thank you, my sister. That is unhealthy. She's using children to keep unhealthy marriage. She will stay there coping because of the kids. The kids feel and see that all is not well. Will she like or wish her kids to suffer also in their marriages? Period. That's a good one. Olive said this is for both couples. What usually causes problems in marriage is when a person's needs is in a relationship aren't fully met. Very true. There was a question on that. That's very true, Olive. They could be happy with their partner overall, but still feel a sense of dissatisfaction, especially when it comes to intimacy. That is a key. You can have the finance. You can have you can have every other thing, but that part of it is missing. Listen, everything has to be, you have to bring everything together. Everything. That is the only part that we say you should balance when it comes to all those other ones, not balancing women or men. The next one, Takem says what? Mr. Comment, that man is full of his ego. He knows his wife. That is why he goes so low to buy her. Exactly. Let me put this one. Mr. Comment, that man is full of ego. He knows his wife. That is why he goes low to buy her drinks.
Thank you.
Yes. He knows a woman very well. I'm saying woman a level.
You never reach.
I make a family jet.
Mommy, the jet side chick.
Mommy jet. It's not. Mommy jet.
No, free the matter.
We'll catch up that time. I will see when I think ask Holy Spirit. Say, Holy Spirit, okay, he bought jet. What do you think I should do now?
Crying in a jet.
Oh my God.
Please, Mr. Kome, do men know when they are not sexually satisfying? That's the question, Mr. Kome. She said, do men know when they are not sexually satisfying their partners? That's a good question. That is the Mbola is not doing a good job.
What? A woman who does not talk, how will you know? If I'm sleeping with you and you are not satisfied, it is for you to tell me that I am not satisfied with this. You understand? It is for the woman. I cannot know. A man has his orgasm to attain. A woman has hers to attain. Now, if you, the man, you are satisfied, you understand, you feel that you are satisfied, you hardly know whether a woman is satisfied unless the woman tells you.
Mama, answer the question. In response to Mr. Kome,
that's that means there are some men, there are some women that when you climb on them, if you not make 1 hour on top of them, they know, yeah, oh. But some just 10 minutes, they are already okay.
Mr. Kome, that still brings me down to communication. You say the same thing that some women will not want to learn. It's still the same thing with men. Some men who don't want to learn. So your woman can communicate with you that, hey, if you go down there, it's gonna make me feel better. And they'll be like, no, I don't put my face down there.
Yes.
You understand? I don't put my face down there because they just want to go dry and satisfy themselves. And that will be it. There are some men that don't care about how you can communicate all you want, but they'll be like, I'm a titled man, I'm this, I'm that, I cannot put my face where you're not supposed to be. Oh, that's nasty, oh, that's this.
Yeah.
But you want that lady to chug her mouth into things, make you satisfied. You understand what I mean? It still falls on the same thing of communication. I still believe. It still falls on the same thing of communication, because as well as you say, there are some stubborn women.
Yeah.
The same thing. There are some stubborn men. They don't want to understand where let me call it the G point.
The one for the men is even worse.
Yes.
Ego, pride.
I'm a titled man. African men don't do
that. About title. Even the one you don't get feather. You don't even get black feather. You don't get half small feather. It is still get pride. Forget about the title men. Comes the regular ones. Only men they work at whether they are tight. This thing and so they say they get something. They will not do nothing, but they don't want. They don't want to acknowledge. And the problem, like Mr. Kome said here, is that communicate. Listen, the difference that I have here, the little difference I have here, Mr. Kome, is that men know these men are not satisfied.
They know.
You cannot tell me that you don't know. The only thing is that you want them to verbalize it, and that is the reason why we are telling women. Since they are pretending that they don't know, please verbalize.
Tell them.
Let's assume. No, don't take benefit of the doubt, because listen, if you are having sexual intercourse with a woman, and if she's feeling it, I don't care what. If you the man don't know, it means that you don't even know what you're doing.
Even she pretend, she's pretending.
If she pretend, she's pretending. If she's pretending to yes, she's pretending. If she's into you, she's into you. So you cannot tell me that a man does not know, unless the man himself doesn't know what he's doing. But like I said, for the benefit of doubts, I'm advising women, don't assume that they know. Because we may have some baby men, some people that are just sucking their mother's breast.
Yeah.
Please. Some people that are not mature. Please. Yeah. For the benefit of doubt, let's verbalize it. If it is not going, Sane don't pam ourselves, Sane don't simple. Let's figure it out. So please, thank you, Sally, for that question. And Mr. Kome, thank you for being honest. And again, to make a comment on that thing that you said, that a man is trying to satisfy himself and the woman is trying to, that's a very wrong thing. Men, remember, please, a woman's body is not wired like yours. You need 1 minute, you can get there.
Yes.
You need time.
We need 10, 15.
They need
because
time.
You have to do all the romance you can do in this world to arouse them.
You're laughing.
And to arouse a woman takes a lot.
Please. Women need time. That's why a man can have 10 one night stand. They are just giving and going. It's 2 minutes. It's 1 minute there. Now I know how to go for double. 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
A woman. It's easier for a woman to get pregnant than for her to reach orgasm.
Yes.
Let's understand that. So please, while you are at it, trying to satisfy us, remember, in fact, as a rule of thumb, if your woman never reach 7 heaven, please don't come. Where are you going to? Where you go?
How do you know the woman has reached heaven? You as a man, how do you know?
Mr. Kebei, you come for counseling, eh? You come for counseling.
You will know.
What a question that?
Oh, let's say it here. You say we talk all thing for here. Let's say it here. Let people
Mr.
hear.
Kebei, you will know.
You will know.
How do you know? Say it.
Say what?
No, you are a man. You are there. You are just doing your thing. You don't know. How would you know?
No, you cannot be just doing things. You're doing what? I don't tell you. I don't care where you're rushing to. If the woman nobody come, my Pastor Emma say, you people are just rushing to pour milk. That's what Pastor Emma said. So men just want to pour milk. Please stop pouring milk. Let her milk come. Then your own can come. You can pour it later. Because her own takes time. You is 1 minute. Why are you rushing to? Please. Let's face fact here. Please. It's easy for a woman to get pregnant than for her to get there. So please take time. Your 30 seconds, she's pregnant because you release that in 20 seconds. She's pregnant. But the other one, please, take time. We are saying this thing and laughing, but some women are suffering. To be honest, women are suffering. They don't want to say it, but they are suffering. So please. In as much as we are talking about infidelity here, this thing came up because Ali asked this question about how would you know men don't pretend. You know when they don't get the satisfaction. But then we are encouraging women. Sally, we are encouraging women that if you are not getting it and the man is seeming as if he's not understanding, please have the conversation.
Yeah.
Because a woman that is not satisfied is disgruntled. Resentment will set in.
Yeah.
And so other things. There is a glow with a woman that is satisfied in that area. I don't know if you could. There is a glow. She has this glow in herself. But women that I remember there was a time that I was working in Maryland, a PG hospital. We had this woman I was supervisor. I'm a unit supervisor. 4 a.m. She's in every day that she was born to Friday, 4 a.m. Latest 4:30, she's in the unit. She's going from room to room, looking for all the CNS, all the nurses who is sleeping. Sleeping. One day, one Akata woman there with her. She said, if you had a man, this is the time the man is supposed to be doing something on you. It's because you're so unhappy. That's the reason why you can afford to get up in the morning and be here and be pesting people. Because you have an unhappy life. You want everybody to be unhappy. That woman, when she sees you in the morning, you are so happy, you're excited. She's like, did you get some? So there's a glow with a woman that is satisfied in that area. That is not everything, but please, men, do your best. And women, please speak up. Sally, thank you for that question. Some people don't know, but men, I put it to you, you know. But since you want to pretend, we're going to ask.
Yeah.
We're going to have that conversation. So women have the conversation. Let me read the other comments here. There are some, Babi said there are some women too who don't smell good. Good.
True.
Smelling good as a woman or wife really turns a man on quickly. This is a sensitive area. Please, it's not only woman. Man and woman. The worst are even men. You come, you are smelling sweat. The whole day you have gone and done exercise or whatever, you are smelling sweat, and you come here stucking your nose. You think you want the woman to be brush your teeth, hygiene. If your man and women.
If your man is not smelling well, the woman is to blame. If your man,
I agree with you. I agree with you, Mr. Comment. That one I agree.
You have to do what? You have to go and look for a perfume.
Yes.
You have to go and make sure that you look good rubbing oil. You have to go buy mouthwash for your husband. You do have to do this.
No, honestly, Mr. Comment, 100%. 100%. Honestly, I agree with you. Please. There are certain things that it's not like it's a rule of thumb, but there are certain things that I believe that a woman should take as a responsibility. You see your husband's underwears, please take care of your husband's underwears. The inner, whatever they call it, the inner wear. Innerwear, that's the panties, the inner wear, the roll-on, the cologne, please. Socks, those little things, women pay attention to them, because trust me, not every man will have time for that. Pay attention. Generally, pay attention to your man's dressing. How they smell good. So I agree with Mr. Kome on that 100%. So if your husband is not smelling well, maybe the perfume that you, and again, men, please, when they buy this perfume, use them. You know, buy perfume, give you the plan for box. Use the cologne. Some people buy, but they don't use. Use it. Brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. You want people to be kissing you, but your mouth is
if I don't want to brush my teeth, will my wife come and brush your teeth for me? Who put the toothbrush and take me to the bathroom? Here, come here. And then open your mouth.
Brush your teeth. Buy the 3-1. Amazing Listerine. Before you sleep at night, please brush your teeth and use Listerine. At least by the time I want to touch you at 5 a.m. in the morning or 4 a.m. in the morning, the mouth is smelling good. Please brush your teeth. Because that will stay somebody away. Somebody can pass out. Oh my goodness. Anyways, I always say before marriage, though against the Bible, you should know if your wife wants oral sex, or she said, okay, before marriage, though it's against the Bible, you should know if your wife likes oral sex or not. Don't wait after the marriage to start complaining that she doesn't like oral sex or whatever. I guess she's just talking about communication, right?
Yeah.
It's important that during courtship, please have the difficult conversation. Even when it comes to even intimacy included, you may not be doing anything, but just have the conversation to know, like, okay, babe, I know we are not doing anything. But what do you think about oral sex?
As children of God, that's a taboo subject. As children of God like us, that's a taboo subject.
That's what I'm saying. That's the problem. It's not a taboo subject. That's the one that have made us think it's not.
As a child of God, you can't tell your partner whether I like oral sex.
That's what I'm saying. Mr. Kome, that is a mistake that I believe that we do. And again, even if you're not talking about it, both of you,
you're not serious.
During the counseling session, like my pastor always says, that is when they want to know whether both of you are compatible.
Yes.
And one of the things that he will ask you during that, ask the kids during that time in that premarital counseling, is about sexual intimacy. What are your preferences?
What I'm saying is that the Bible does not permit that. So it's a taboo.
No. I disagree with you. There is nowhere in the Bible that's it. That's what
where did they
there is nowhere in the Bible that has explained anything about how sex
and
should
the two shall become one. So if my body is his body, so he can do anything with my body.
I disagree. There is nowhere in the Bible that talks about how sex is to be done. Show me the quotation. So go read Songs of Song. Solomon, the breast of a woman. Now he satisfied. May I ever be satisfied by the breast of a woman? That's talking of that breast. Is it not that's oral sex? Talking of breast and oral sex, so where do you have sex without sucking breast? What are you talking about?
I've never sucked a woman's breast.
Huh?
You know where?
I'm not even there at time. So what Olive is saying is that please, during courtship, as you're going through the counseling session with your spiritual parents, please, or with the counselor or whatever, those conversations should come on. And again, this also goes to the counselors, especially the pastors that are counseling couples for premarital counseling. Please, these are topics that you should bring up. They may not have done it. Some people they don't chop life if they can't give their life for Christ.
Yeah.
Then now that might not chop the life, can't give life for Christ. It can have small innocent picking. The picking don't know nothing. The man they expect from all 9 years of all the sexual gymnastics we know. That innocent picking they don't know nothing. You are subjecting that child to something else in marriage. So rather than giving that surprise bam, start talking about this small in counseling sessions to enlighten the person. To that is so I like that point that Olive said. Talk about it, because if you have other expectation, other sexual expectation, then you come in marriage. I'm that little girl that I'm shy. I don't want to hold the things like one snake on me. I don't want to hold it. I don't want to talk less of even sucking it. Am I crazy? But if you start talking about it in that milieu of marital counseling, asking questions about that, making the child to understand both of them to understand that sex can be this. What are your preferences? What do you think? What is your idea about? So please have the conversation. That's what Olive is saying. Let's have the conversation.
Yeah.
This thing was meant for the married people. There's somebody said it. My friend said it one time. Mrs. Foster said, when we used to be dating, you will run to go have those things. Now that you are married, to see how the devil is very cunning. When you were not supposed to do it, he gave you the urge to do it. And now that you are supposed, you have the mandakata to do it. All kind of excuse can come. So we have to be really intentional about it. So it's all like in the plan of the enemy to also fall short from the glory of God. Please. So let's not fall into that. Let's discuss that. Before marriage. Okay, so what I'm trying to read the comments so we can close. African men don't believe in counseling. We talked about that. Please, let's do counseling. If it's worst case scenario, which one is flying boosting? That was you asking. Okay. Mr. Comet, to an extent, I feel if you, the man, don't satisfy your wife, you will feel it. Yes, that's what we said. So Sally agree with that. Except you, the man, are just to have sex rather than making love. Exactly. And we talked about the difference between love making and having sex. So Sally is saying that you as a man, you're supposed to know if your woman is satisfied during that process, unless you are just there to have your sexual satisfaction and really not like making love. There's a difference between sex and making love. We talked about that last time on this platform.
Okay.
Mr. Comment needs some teaching. No, mathematics. Today. Yes, so communication is a vital aspect. Barbara said, I have a friend. She said, well, let me read what she said. I have a friend who wants to divorce her husband because she is not satisfied sexually. She has told him everything, touch me here and there, but he complained of tiredness. This girl, she complained of tiredness. Then this girl, so that one
I think she's still typing.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't know. This girl and this girl and this man have been married for 10 years, but she has never reached orgasm. Mr. Come, any comment?
I didn't get that.
Okay, let me read it again.
Of course.
Let me read it again. He said, I have a friend who wants to divorce her husband because she is not satisfied sexually. She has told him everything, touch me here and there, but the man keeps complaining of tiredness. This girl and this man has been married for 10 years, but she has never reached orgasm. What's your comment on that?
Med.
What do you have to advise this man? And what about
10 years?
10 years.
10 years. What is the girl doing? Meaning that girl is already cheating the husband somewhere. I'm not sure that she's in that house.
Women can stay long.
She should be getting satisfaction somewhere else. She should be getting satisfaction.
So wait, Mr. Come, are you not addressing the problem?
You're not addressing the situation.
You're leaving the elephant in the room.
Address the situation of that man.
Let's get back into the room.
Anyway, the thing addressing the situation, we come back to the same point that we have been hammering here, which is dialogue.
No, see, she said she has talked to the man. Touch me here and there.
They just told she just dialogued what she needed.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
She said she has talked to the man, but the man keeps complaining that he's tired.
Yes.
Oh my God. And this one is very strong, because you're talking to a man and the man telling you all this, and you can't tell them to part company. You can't tell them. And what can you do? The only thing is keep talking. If possible, go and talk to your father-in-law.
What if you don't have father-in-law? This is where we talked about counseling, right? They should seek for help.
Seek for help.
That's what seeking for help. Yeah, they really need to seek for help. That's why I even talking to the father-in-law, because the father can call the son.
The father is there. Yes, she has to. Yeah, she has to talk to somebody that can talk to the guy.
Yeah, because I know what a son can talk to. What a father can talk. Can tell the son how the son can take it. I understand that, even because we talk about these professional counselors. Some of them, you even talk to them. They even talk to you. You're not even But if your father talks to you,
but that's true, and we have to be very. That's good,
yeah,
Mr. Comment. We have to be very mindful of the kind of person. Please know who you're going to as a counselor, please.
That's true.
But they can destroy your marriage.
Those counselors, even some of them can even destroy your marriage.
Yes, please
True.
be mindful of where you're going. Please be mindful.
Especially
this one is the heavy one though. This one is the heavy one, and like I said, it's get somebody. Mr. Comment suggests the man, the father-in-law. That's someone that can talk to him. In case you cannot involve the father-in-law, please involve a good
best friend, your husband's best friend.
I don't even believe nothing. Well, you can try that. Yeah,
friends are the worst.
But
I never encourage you
because you know why I say that. I say that because men do talk. If he has a best friend, he must have explained that situation to. What I'm thinking is that there's something that man is not talking about.
Let me say something about. Let me tell you something about men's pride.
Let me do it for you.
Listen, Mr. Comment. One thing about men's pride: when they know they cannot satisfy their wife, they don't discuss those things with their friends because they don't want to look like weak, whatever it is. They don't want to look weak in front of their friends. But trust me, if you go say that, instead you bring your issues in your home. If you discuss,
you cannot discuss that. I'll really discourage that because you can be putting a man out there. Meanwhile, maybe you don't carry a woman. We will not know that, So if advice counseling.
If you even go telling his friend, you may end up sleeping with his friend.
Exactly.
True.
In this society where they are so.
You can tell you that if you can't do it well, I can help you to do it well.
Yep. Yeah, you have to be careful. So I will really suggest professional
counseling.
If you cannot talk to your father-in-law, that's the man's father, please look for help. Listen, look for help, my dear. Look for help. Look for counseling. Go for counseling with your man. And if he refuses to go, then he doesn't want to make this thing work.
Yeah.
Look for counseling. Look for help. Seek help. Sally says that this situation can cause your friend to cheat. The lady to cheat. 10 years is not 10 days.
Yes.
It's a wake-up call for the man. It is a wake-up call for the man. And the truth is that the woman it's not like she didn't say it. She has spoken. She talked about it. She asked, she said, do this, do that, but he's still not willing to do it. So
that's when it's very difficult to.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's really difficult.
She had complained a lot.
Yeah, Sally said they need a marriage therapist. Yes, they do.
Yes.
They need a counselor. So whoever that is, Micheal, I'll advise you.
And there's also sex therapist.
Yes, there's also a sex therapist.
Yeah.
So please, we'll advise that you reach out to your friend, advise her to seek for help, professional help. Yes. And the man too. The man may refuse, but let her try to look for it. Worst case scenario, even if the man did not cancel, me tell the man say, go tell a friend. Since you don't want professional, let me talk to someone that you know.
Yeah.
That I will wake up. We go make I go walk up. If you don't want to meet up with a friend, you go.
For 10 years.
10 years.
10 days,
10 years is a long time. It's a long time. And
trust
me, she's not the only one. There are so many people that are in that basket, but they cannot say it.
Yeah.
There's so many people in that basket, they cannot say it. So please, the male gender, please, you guys wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mr. Committee said, I'm struggling to enjoy myself. You also are struggling. No, please don't rush. Where are you rushing to? Let her come before you. Don't come. Don't you dare. She hasn't.
You come, you will go back. You come, you will go back.
You will go back. Who's that? You go back. If you try, don't you dare come. If you come, you go back. You go. Make sure that you come before you go back again. Please don't do that. Stop it. Okay. Barbara said something. She said, this man has refused to go for counseling. Hey, Jesus. And the wife is fed up. They don't even sleep on the same bed.
Oh, wow.
3 years now, they have not had. Ooh, choosh.
That marriage is gone.
It's done.
That marriage is gone. It's either the man is not interested in her.
No. I think there's something more into this.
Yes.
There's something
stronger.
Yeah. There's a deeper problem. That's what
somebody has lost interest in the long run.
Something is not. It's
No,
not. It
do
doesn't
they-
make sense.
I'm asking whether they have children.
Okay, Babi, she's asking. Mr. Kome is asking if these people have kids. Maybe that man is dysfunctional. Who knows?
Who knows?
Maybe Uncle Jim may work.
Or maybe not fixed marriage. It could be anything.
For 10 years.
Some people can persevere.
Yeah, she said they have a child.
Okay.
This is difficult.
Yes, it's a
If
difficult
the man doesn't
situation.
want counseling, I don't know. To be honest, I
I
don't
hope
know.
you did not get that child from somewhere else.
Is it his child? Mr. Kome told us that.
You guys are asking Barbara now personal questions.
But we are trying to help now. We are trying to see how we can help because this is even Mr. Kome and man picking on not to talk.
It's really difficult.
Mr. Kome,
It's difficult. It's difficult. It's really
yeah,
difficult.
it's a man's child. But what I'm
Wow.
saying, what I'm thinking, honestly, from all what she has said, casting, and she refused. I mean, listen, I believe there is something underneath.
Yeah, something is
We
stronger.
are just seeing the tip of the iceberg. There is more below. Yeah, so
And it could be
Man-
that the
man-
guy is not interested in women. This country did what it changed. It's different things. People just take women and cover up their betties.
brother, not the help.
You
issue.
know, so
Yeah, she said the man is not helping issue. She said this man because the brother need the help issue. So
let me not
Mr.
lie
Kome,
to you. The
Mr.
world
Kome, they
has
say you're not helping
changed.
issues.
The world has changed. Men
Mr.
take
Kome,
women
they say,
and
but they say
do.
you're not helping.
Men take women now and do like cover ups. What they do nonsense.
What do you want me to do now? Let me go and meet my friend and tell him what to do.
Anyways, it was a pleasure, man. It's been a nice show, but we have to continue because so many questions we didn't ask, we didn't answer, we didn't touch, but we're gonna come back. We have to come back. This panel has to come back, probably with more people, so I have more interesting conversation on this.
Thank
Because
you.
we have to talk
Yes.
about how we can when it happens, how do we navigate it and all those things, how do we rebuild trust? We have to talk about those things because listen, we are laughing, but these things are real. That's why I like to come here and have us talk about it because you never can know who is helping. Look at Babis is talking now about this guy. We're trying to help, but what we have concluded is that there is something deeper.
Yep.
There's something deeper that let that woman just pray and let God reveal it because trust me, it does. Mr. Kome, it don't look normal. No, it don't look normal.
It's not
From a
normal.
man's perspective,
It's not normal at all.
yeah,
normal.
something is not right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Salisa, honestly, I am strongly convinced the man may have a deuxième bureau.
No.
Actually have a deuxième bureau. This is not
I
normal.
need to say something about that whole issue. I'm sorry. I know you're rounding up.
No, go ahead.
That man is two things. Either he's cheating or permit me to use. I know we're in kind of a Christian gathering, but this is what is happening in the world. He's gay. He can either be
We
all.
can talk about girl. The next one
Yes, it can either be all because men, especially I'm going to say that because of my African men.
you are saying something. Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
My African men would take women and cover up their nonsense. There are men that don't fight.
You have said something.
Even
That's
if he's
true.
cheating, he will still want to touch a woman who is on the bed. If you don't touch my one year inside your house, you get problem. So
No.
he might be gay.
She has said something. We should
There's nothing like
look at it
cheating.
from-
There is
Huh?
nothing like cheating because it is a long time. It's not
Yeah.
cheating. For 10 years, at least you even satisfy your wife,
That
even
guy
one.
is gay.
Even
And
one.
that's why mom is Mama is saying, Mrs. Mama is saying that he could be gay, and that could be true.
This man has a problem. He has a medical problem that needs to be looked into. There are some
If it's a
people.
medical problem, the woman will know now.
He should communicate it with his wife.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
it's easy.
He may have it and he's just trying to hide certain things. You understand? Because there are some people immediately you climb on a woman with discharge. You understand?
Which
In
is-
as much as
we
It's
have a lot
treatable.
we
It's
have
a
a lot
medical
of
condition
men.
that you can treat it.
There are
In
men
as-
who are really excited. It happens during sex that majority 50 to 60% of men, when they get excited, they bust out
Yeah.
a minute or so. It's normal. You discuss those things with your wife and you start working towards those things. If he's not communicating them and his word is I am tired all the time,
maybe they
the
have
only
been
thing I can think of is that he's not interested in women.
and nagging at times because it's key. You still thinking the same song every day. And when the man is getting the same song every day, he's tired.
Mr. Kamdem for 10 years.
The man can come to that point.
There's no justification on what this man
Mr.
is
Kamdem for 10
doing.
years.
There's really no justification.
I know you're trying to help your brother, but come on now. For 10 years. Then again, for 3 years, they're not sleeping on the same bed.
Right.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, if they are not sleeping on the same bed, that's already divorce now. That's a partial divorce.
No, man. Well, it's been a great show, man. I wish your friend luck, man. But there is something more. There's something more. Let her probably do some probing, some digging. I don't know. Let the Holy Spirit direct her. It's really deep and it's really heartbreaking to hear that. But there is definitely something more about that man that the woman doesn't know, and he doesn't want to share. Yeah, and it better not be gay, because a lot of men, we African brothers, we use it and cover up.
Yes.
The women, and cover up the stupid things that we do. So hopefully he's not gay, but Sally said there's something. She said there's something more that we know. Yes, there's something more that we know. So it's been it's like I should not go, but I have to go, ladies and gentlemen. I have to go. Next week is another week. I'm hoping that we wrap up with the infidelity next week on this thing, because we haven't touched some things. We have rebuilding the trust and how we can do that, because it's something that we have to touch. We cannot just talk about the causes without knowing how we can fix it, because we can fix it. Even though it hurts, there is room for amendments. There is room. We can always work it together. So hopefully next we'll get to that. On Saturday we'll get to that part of it, how we can fix things. And hopefully I get this panel and more people to talk more on the thing. It's been a wonderful conversation. Mr. Kebei, thank you so much. Mrs. Mbong, thank you so much. Do you guys have any last things to say to our viewers?
I want to thank you, and I want to thank especially my co-panelist. She has been very, very wonderful. No, I go to her house, but she doesn't talk like this. I thought it's very quiet someone, very, very reserved, and at least she has shown me another character.
I know.
It's really, really interesting, learned, and very intelligent, and I really want to appreciate her and the host. I know you ladies have made evening, and not me. If you people were not there, I don't think I could have come out the way I've come. But I'm waiting for two. I'm waiting for part two. I'm sure I'll be there. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Kebei.
All right.
I appreciate you.
Thank you, Mr. Kebei.
Yeah,
Mr. Kebei, your presence just made this show just take another direction.
I know all the stories.
Thank you for all the funny topics and the real life stories you brought today. And I mean, I think all of us have learned a lot. And thank you so much, Solange, for the show. I mean, your consistency in this show is just beautiful. Thank you for bringing us on the platform that we can be heard. This is my first time coming on live ever in my life. So, I mean, it was quite an experience. Thank you so much. And thanks the viewers for laughing with us and sharing your opinions. I hope to be here next week too. So we continue our sweet topic.
Amen. Amen. Thank you all so much. I really, really appreciate both of you for being here. It has been so interactive and interesting. Mr. Kebei, thank you for sharing all those beautiful stories. When we get those stories, we'll learn from them.
Yes.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Muma, for taking it. I know the kiddos are waiting for you. So thank you. And I want to thank my viewers. Man, the interaction today was really, really hard. Takem Sally all the way from Germany. Thank you, sister. Nice. That's my classmate all the way. So secondary school. So thank you, Sally. She's been so impactful. She said what? It was a great topic with wonderful inputs. Thank you, Sally, so much. Your input was wonderful. Mesue Barbara, that is my sister in Christ, my sister. Thank you so much. She's always there supporting me. I want to thank my sister-in-law, Olive. That's my co-host. Thank you so much, Olive, for being here. And everyone who joined. I saw Sylvia and every other person. If I did not call your name, please know that I love you and I really appreciate you all for being here. Next week, please don't forget, we're going to continue with the part 2 of this.
Yes.
Web. We're going to continue the part 2. So we're going to have the same panelists and probably more. Why not? So we can have a better discussion. And
thank you.
Most especially to help others. That is the most important thing. Whatever we have here, again, it's not that we are better, but it's just that we have different ways of navigating these things. We're facing challenges, but how do we make it work is what matters. Marriage was instituted by God, and his design is that we should enjoy it and not endure. We shouldn't die in it. We should enjoy the fullness of the abundance of life that he has given us. So that is what we have today. I want to thank everyone. Mr. Kebei and Mrs. Muma, you guys wait for me at the backstage. I'll be right back. So thank you all so much. Thank you all so much. All right. This is Soul Angel, and you were watching the Blissful Couples Corner. It was a pleasure being here, and I thank you all for joining. I will see you all next week. Again, Saturday, to continue this topic, part 2 of this infidelity web. See you all, and I love you all so much. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go ahead and do so. If you're not following me on Facebook, go ahead and do so. Give me those thumbs up, give me those likes, and please share the video. And why not, please bless me with some stars if you are finding value from this. Love you all. I'll see you all next week.